So the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Second down, back to Sanders. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Rodgers now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Inside give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the 1st down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that 1st down gain.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboy 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's caught again by Schultz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And 8 yards pickup. 1st down, Cowboys.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times did we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Rodgers' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on it next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 10. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Rodgers to throw. That one complete to Elliott. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives,
They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Brady now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Brady got to have this one. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's Rodgers. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Elliott running right. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Tom Brady in the offense. Down 7-0. A little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Into the hands of Sanders. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Brady to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Back to throw, Brady. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. On first down, Brady.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754 of any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Again, 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Brady. And that's complete to Sanders. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He is going to find Hill here. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Brady. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's the game of the line. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Now Brady again. And Diggs has it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
It's showtime, baby. Nothing here.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On play action, now Brady. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brady going to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. It's caught by Sanders. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punt.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Brady now on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Brady over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a pickup of 3, which brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Second down at 7. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. They'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 10-7, 1:06 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Rodgers. Connecting with Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Complete. Pollard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to potentially send us to overtime. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Brady to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Now Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 22, Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On play action, it's Brady. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So what you got? Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. No pain, no gain. Let's go, fellas. Rock and roll, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Throwing is Rodgers. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Rodgers' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
It's the gain of 8. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete to Brown. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now Brady. And this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Now, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. To the post so we can all go home.
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've
skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Pass incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
He's supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Let's do this, man. Let's go, fellas.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And out and out come the Eagles. On first down, Brady. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that.
I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From just shy of midfield, Brady. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Brady now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, partner, was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
52 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down at 4, Rodgers. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's swung out wide to Sanders. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. 2nd and 4. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Brady. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. If this can serve as the capper, it's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Brady. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Here's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Another run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Brady. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Second down and 3. Now a play fake. Brady. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Cowboy first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's showtime, baby.
Running with Elliott. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Rodgers to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
A nice little juke. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7. A little over 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
One final try now for Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play.